Dana, in the past, you guys at the UFC have always stayed out of the drug testing stuff, but you guys had the new policy announced recently. We've seen some positive steroid tests. What was the reason for the change in policy with you guys?
Yeah, the way that we figured this thing is, let's get the guys coming in. And it's worked with the Ultimate Fighter. When you come into the Ultimate Fighter, first of all, you get a full background test check. You get tested for, steroids and every other kind of drug and everything. And it's been a very good policy for us. There's been a lot of things that we found out medically about guys coming into the Ultimate Fighter that was very positive. So it makes sense now. If you sign a deal with the UFC, you got to go through the full drug testing, and hopefully we won't have to go through. Listen, guys testing positive for stuff is bad for us. It's not good for us. It's not good for them. It's not good for anybody. And one of the things that we really, here's the problem. When you get these young guys, if you know how steroids and all these other things work that these athletes are doing, when you get these young guys, you're 21, 22 years old, whatever it is, and you start taking this crap, your testosterone level drops and your body stops producing it. So what it does is, if you're a talented guy that could be in this business for a long time and make a career out of this, once you get off that stuff, because you can't do it here, you're going to get caught, right? And once you get off it, you're ruined for life, mentally, physically, emotionally. You always, that's where this testosterone replacement therapy is coming from now. These guys who abuse this stuff younger and earlier in their life now have to do this stuff because their body cannot produce testosterone. So if we can stop that stuff early with these athletes that are young and have the talent to be here, we feel like we'll win half the battle if we can.
Is Chael still doing that now for the TRT?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Could you see expanding the program to test some of the guys who have already signed with the UFC?
What do you mean?
Random testing.
Dude, that's the commission. We're the most regulated sport on earth.
Mark Randall said he would actually try and push for it within the UFC.
We're the most regulated sport on earth.
But what about
we're the last guys on this fucking planet that should be getting steroid questions. Guys are gonna pop. If you went in and tested the way that we test at the NFL, Major League Baseball, and everywhere else, there'd be no sports.
What about
the watching shit on TV?
What about the complaints that guys learn how to cycle off because they have enough notice? And
what are you gonna do? Seriously, we have 375 guys. Do you guys know how much shit I deal with on a daily fucking basis that has nothing to do with steroids? You know what I mean? I mean, let's be honest here. I know that's a fun thing for you guys to talk about, but it's ridiculous.
Why do you think the percentage is so high that guys are caught in California? It seems to me that if you're getting a huge percentage in California, a lesser percentage in Nevada, that there must be something wrong with the testing.
Who knows?
Right? I mean, because you would have to think the same percentage of guys are doing it everywhere.
Yeah.
They're not just doing it more in California than it...
Actually never thought about that. I have no idea.
California is way higher.
Yeah.
Are you concerned that the testosterone replacement therapy kind of gives guys a second chance? Because like you said, some of the guys who use it are the ones who used to be using steroids.
Well, what happens is, when you go into a, you go into a doctor and they tell you that your testosterone is low, what happens is you're supposed to gauge. They take the blood test and they gauge where you're supposed to be for your age. What a normal man his age should be at. And that's what they go by. I mean, what you have to understand is, listen, I'm no doctor or expert. This is just what I know from learning about this stuff, is that these guys have to do it. When you have no testosterone because you've destroyed yourself from using steroids, you're basically dead. I mean, you have no energy, you can't do anything. So this testosterone replacement therapy thing is real. And what they try to do is they try to find the guys who are abusing it. Because, if you go in and I don't know, 1 cc gets you back to where you should be, where will 3 cc's put me? And that's how they got in this mess in the first place. So that's what the athletic commissions watch for, is guys who are, you come in the week before the fight. The other thing that's been good is guys who have abused it and have gotten caught for it, everywhere we go, these guys are now being tested, You saw the stuff that went on with Overeem, and the list goes on and on. There's more than just Overeem. Now lots of guys, when we go into these different states, the guys that have been popped before now have to do this random testing. It happens. I don't like. Listen, if you get caught doing something, admit you did it. Okay? The whole somebody put something in my system that I didn't know about. I mean, who here lets people put shit inside of them and you don't know what it is? I mean, if you go to the doctor and he gives you a pill, like, Doc, what am I taking this for? Well, you got an earache and this is gonna help, I don't buy that shit. own up to what you did. Listen, it's out there, it happens, and sometimes everybody makes mistakes. The problem is, what we want to do is, we want to put this policy in place where we, the up-and-coming guys who are already talented, you're already fast, you're already strong, you already have all the attributes to be a professional athlete. Do not ruin your career by taking this junk that will affect you for the rest of your life. So we're trying to get these guys early, and once this thing is in place and guys know it's going to happen, hopefully they won't do it.
So what you just said, obviously you're not buying this guy not taking.
I don't buy any guy. I don't buy anybody.
Anybody
That's ever said that they didn't know what was being put in their body is full of shit.
And when they say that, what does that say about their future in Zuffa?
I don't know. It depends on how they handle themselves. I don't know. We'll see. But anybody who gets caught for taking any kind of drug and says, huh? I didn't know there was some drug on me. You know what I mean? If you're taking pills, or the whole theory of I was taking these supplements, and there was a time, like, I don't know, 6 years ago or 7 years ago, where guys were getting popped for steroids, and they were the over-the-counter supplements that they were taking that were this close to being actual steroids.